Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast has been brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
All right, that was Kenny's wish that we would just give you the extended cut of that god-awful song.
Hey, man, it's April and everybody's winning.
And hold, please. All right, listen. No, I really need you to just please.
Paying customer Costa.
Well, hold on. First of all, happy opening day, everyone. 70. Okay, I quit. I have nothing. We'll try this again. Wait for it. Go ahead. Kenny's an assassin. There it is. Okay.
Gonna be the one, Mike. Woo! What a penis.
All right, let's get to it. There can't be any more. Unless that's some type of satanic, like, extended
This is a
clip.
2-minute and 39-second song, Michael.
God in heaven. All right, we'll try this again. 70, sunny, the team wins in a shutout. Park looked great. People look like they had fun. All things good.
Oh, yeah.
Middle of the order. Good.
Yes.
But before we do the baseball.
Dylan Dangler.
That's got to stop. It's a home run. I'm not even going to say what they're calling it. That's got to stop. The point is, the Red Wings won last night. Come on. Listen, I stood here and took abuse from the three of you.
You did. And you know what, folks? We paid off the lunch.
That's right.
Michael ate well today.
That's right. It was delightful. I'm just happy they won because the Senators somehow won. So, look, all things are good.
Martone got that score. I'm like, and it changes.
Oh
nope, it didn't.
No, and they got some puck luck.
15 seconds later, bang.
They got some puck luck. They got two really great bounces, and whatever. I don't care. They got to win games. Now you get the dead corpse of the Rangers coming in here. Go beat them. But we wanted to do an homage to Kenny's addiction, which is that song. I'm just waiting for it to start bellowing through the speakers again. But we wanted to do a version of April in the D. I'm going to offer you 3 different pathways. You have to tell me which one you are most confident in. That's all. The pathways are as follows. We will start with the Tigers, who won today.
Okay.
They will win the AL Central. Number 2, the Michigan Wolverines, who play tomorrow. They will win the national championship.
Okay.
Or the Pistons won again. The Pistons make the NBA Finals.
Okay.
Now, I know the Pistons one is going to be tied to Cade. We'll get an update on Cade in about a week. The point is, they played. Look, we didn't panic when Cade got hurt.
No, we didn't. We didn't.
But I want to ask the people I can't put the Wings in there.
I was about to say, Wings making the playoffs?
Nobody will pick it. There's still plus odds to do it. No one will select it. So, I mean, I could, but it's the inverse of the Yzerman topic from yesterday where I said just don't call in about Yzerman because I'm tired of hearing it because everyone will call. Because I agree, but everyone will call with the same answer.
Okay.
This is the inverse. Nobody is going to be more confident in the Wings.
So, Tigers to win the Central.
Yes.
Michigan to win it all.
Yes.
or the Pistons to
Make the final.
just to make it, folks, not
Correct.
to win it.
To make it. You rank those out in order of confidence. I mean, I have my answer. I just want the people's. And I want yours.
You want mine now, or you want the
Yeah.
people?
I want to know.
I would say I would go Tigers 1. Tigers 1 to win the Central. They're just a better team. They went out and they made some moves.
Bigger payroll.
Right.
Feels
McGonagall.
good to say that.
Right. You may have the Rookie of the Year. You may have a Cy Young winner on this team. I think that's the safest bet. I think Michigan winning it all is probably my number 2. And the Pistons making it to the NBA Finals, I would put 3.
Okay. Kenny.
Now, if you threw the Wings in there, I would actually put the Wings at 3 to make the playoffs, and then the Pistons 4.
You think the Wings making the playoffs is a higher chance of outcome in your mind than the Pistons making the final?
Yes.
Wow. No, geez, man. You're putting a lot of faith in a Wings team that finally just won a game. But all right, Kenny, go ahead, buddy.
So to me, it's the same with the Pistons and the Wings. I have them pretty much on the exact same level in terms of our expectations. The Pistons being able to win multiple playoff series and get to a final, that's a different thing than just winning, a few games in the playoffs, obviously. The Wings making the playoffs, I put pretty much at the exact same odds as that. Those are probably tied for last in my view. I have the Tigers, kind of kicking the rust off here a little bit and having a good month of April. That's my number 1. Number 2, Michigan, and I think dead heat for third is Wings and Pistons.
Wait, hold on. Am I the lone soldier here? I don't even think the Pistons and Wings chances are remotely close to each other. The Pistons have earned a level of respect where, wait a second. Now, I understand. They still have to prove they can win a playoff series, or they still have to prove.
And that's why, for me.
But the Wings are nowhere close to being even a lock to get in.
No.
Fellas, I'm just telling you.
They're not, but there's a fraction of the way out right now. Things go the right way. Maybe they're in by the end of the weekend for the time being. For the Pistons,
Wow.
I got to see you win some games and win some series. You have it.
And that's what it is for me. Is I was at I was going to say the Palace. I was at LCA for some of those Knicks games, the playoff games, and you can tell because I was there for regular season games and I was there for those playoff games. You can tell the difference between playoff basketball and regular season basketball, and
It's
it
totally
is
different.
night and day.
It's totally different.
Right,
Exactly. So
it's-
I need to
it's-
see that. I'm with Rico in that. Is I need to see that success before I start saying things like final.
Yeah, there's no offense to like the Dennis Jenkins of the world, but are you going to continue this in the playoffs, playing this way?
Well, I pray not, because Cade will be back. Look, that's the part I know, right? I understand, but I think by all accounts, Cade, by even the most, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Even the most highly skeptical, negative approach, he'd be back by the second round of the playoffs. So I'm baking that in. Now, you're right. I mean, I guess without Cade, maybe you're running to a Hawks team or a Hornets team that really you got to take a look at what they are near term versus totality. But I'm not sold the Wings are making it. I just wouldn't write them off like Kenny Cott, who is negative and doesn't know puck. I didn't write them off.
But I think the safer of the two, Tigers winning the Central, I think that's the
That
safest.
one I agree with. See, I would have the Tigers winning the Central above Michigan only because the Tigers have so much more play, meaning margin of error. When you're in a one and done, and look, I have Michigan or Arizona to win the championship. That's or. It's not just Michigan. Yeah, they could lose Saturday. Do I think they will? No, but they easily can.
Right.
What's the spread? 1.5?
Right. That's flipping a coin. I think both teams are like minus 110. So, yeah, in one and done, anything happens, somebody rolls their ankle, and that's it for your chances. For the Tigers, it's really your level of competition.
That's why it's the Tigers for me, is because the Central is so bad where you could just bake that in already to the question that we're asking.
Central is very bad.
248-539-9797.
The Central is very, very bad.
It's going to be very bad.
The Central's very bad. 248-539-9797. So opening day, hopefully you had a hell of a good time. Please drive safe. And we'll rap about it. It's an April in the D confidence meter. I know I will be punished by hearing that song at least one more time today,
At least.
but rank it out. Tigers to win the Central, Michigan to win the title, Pistons to make the final. I didn't include the Wings, but Kenny and Rico have offered legislation, and the Wings are in because they both have it ahead of the Pistons making the final. I don't. Mine would go Tigers Central, Michigan, Pistons, Wings. But I want to talk about it because they all have very legitimate chances of happening. I'll include the Pistons. You're right. It's a coin flip. That's legitimate. That's not, 10% odds or something. Right. So we can roll with it. But nice day for the Tigers. Oh, God, please, no. April in the day. Oh, God. Kenny, do you realize no one under the age of 35 knows what that song is?
I was
at
the age of 35.
Yeah, but that's only because we introed you to it.
No, it's not. I knew that. I was there for the contest days.
You were 6.
Yeah, it's ingrained in my childhood memory.
Yeah, it's like those.
Well, yeah, what, in your Dale Earnhardt onesie?
It's like those commercials with the catchy jingle. It gets stuck in your head.
It's the cars for kids. It's all of it. It's one of those.
Okay, we'll get to some phone calls and some text communication. Oh my God!
All right, it's the O'Reilly's theme song. Yeah,
97.1. All right, opening day, pretty perfect, honestly. 70 and sunny, biggest crowd in a decade. Team wins in a shutout, middle of the order performs, great pitching. You really can't dial it up any better way. But we wanted to have some fun because, look, the Tigers are just beginning their journey. The Wolverines are ending theirs. The Pistons are about to go on the only journey that matters in the NBA. And I've included the Wings because these two want to include them. I want to know what you're most confident of. This Tiger team cruising to the Central, the Pistons going to the NBA Finals, Michigan winning the national championship, or the Wings just getting in. And have some fun with it. It's kind of, yes, Kenny's obsessed with the April and the D song. Kenny, text communications, though, as we really begin our day.
Text communications at the top of my list. Tigers to win the Central. The Pistons will still have to overcome the Celtics, Knicks, and Cavs, so I can't put them as high on the list as you might like. Another one, riding a Tigers high, heading home from the game. That's John drunk in an Uber.
Thank God that last part happened. All right.
Michigan first, Wings second, Pistons last. Pistons last seems to be the constant thread.
Well, you know what's interesting? And again, I'm not going to take a few texts as this grand sample, but there's been a good amount of time, and like we don't do what the other shows do. I'm not wasting time in regular season games. The other shows, everything's like a referendum. But any critique of the Pistons is met with fierce, visceral responses. Yet, we're getting people saying, oh, no, I'm the least confident in that. It kind of doesn't compute to me.
See, I do. I understand because I think we don't know what Cade is going to be, how long it's going to take. If Cade Cunningham was already back on this team, I think people would say, oh, you know what? Maybe you're seeing the Pistons at either 2 or 3. But he's the unknown right now.
I just presume by the second round he's back.
Right, but we're going to say what's the safest bet? Safest bet is I can't assume that.
Is it Michigan? You have doubts. But again, you're also rooting for them to lose because you have a bet with me.
No, it's not that. I just think that the Tigers' pathway is just that much easier. Whereas Michigan, if it were just a winner-take-all game against Arizona, great. But then you got to turn around and get back up again. And yeah, it's for the natty, but the Tigers, when you're looking at, Minnesota and Chicago and Cleveland, and yeah, you're good. I think them winning the Central.
But we're talking about a sport that is almost like two different sports. It's like hockey in that way, where once you get to regular season to playoff version, it's completely different.
But here's the thing. Let me just, for the sake of discussion, for the sake of little devil's advocate, have we not learned anything about baseball? 2 years ago, you were 9.5 games out and traded one of your best players. You sold at the deadline. And you were able to start winning, and Minnesota all of a sudden fully stopped winning. Last year, you had a 15.5 game lead in division. You went from a top 5 offense to a bottom 5. Then you have to factor in injury quotient. I mean, if anything happened to Scooble, you start to look at it. I'm only doing this just so we can at least have a little pushback on it.
No, I get what you're saying, but yeah, I look at the improvements that this Tigers team, it's like they invested in themselves in the offseason. So now I have a feeling that they won't stutter or they won't be behind 10 games late in the year. I think they're just going to kind of take the lead. And,
all right,
and
I'm just telling you,
this.
wiring a division is really difficult. I understand it. I just don't think it's somehow that big a gap between that and Michigan.
Right. Now, Michigan, it's just a one and done. Yeah, if they were playing a series, yeah. But just a one and done, one ankle roll, and that's it. So
at least with the Tigers, you can lean on a bad division. If we're doing this 1, 2, 3, 4 ranking wise, you can lean on a bad division.
Now, if this was the Final Four like it was a couple of years ago for UConn, where it was UConn and 3 bottom feeder teams.
What was that? SDSU, FAU, and who was the other one? It was another garbage team. That was the worst.
Miami.
Yes, the worst Final Four in history. It was terrible.
Yeah.
How big is the gap for you guys between your number 1 and your number 4?
For me, pretty seismic, because the Wings are still on the outside looking in with a lot of work to do, and they don't control their own destiny. They don't hold the tiebreakers against Ottawa. So for me, that's just a different discussion. Pistons are already in. And yes, the Cade factor. Rico and you have made the point about the Tigers. I won't belabor it. And Michigan is already in the Final Four, and they're in a pick'em tomorrow night. Right. I just think it's different to me. Because the Wings, it wouldn't surprise me in the least if we wake up Easter Sunday and go, wait, we lost to the Rangers? I mean, that's the Wings bit. That's what they do.
Right. Or it could be, hey, you beat the Rangers, and we're in the playoffs back. Get the car flags ready.
Yeah, they win against the Rangers, and then they go on to like a 2-game skid, and then all of a sudden they fall out again. That's how I see that playing out.
Right, so that's kind of where I'm at. Go ahead with the text. I'm sorry.
Text communications: 1, Tigers to win the Central, 2, Wings to make the playoffs, 3, U of M wins it all, 4, and a distant 4th, they specify, Pistons get to the finals.
This is shocking. Maybe you're right. Maybe people are doing the Cade thing, but no fan base was more annoying, more chesty, more needy, more insecure in this town than Piston fans. If you said they weren't going to blitz their way to the finals, you were the devil. Now look at this.
But I also think that for Pistons fans, they realize regular season is one thing. They don't have the proof. Yes, I'm quite sure about that. Yes, I am sure about that.
Well, the thing about that, too, is somebody on the text pointed out that it's hard to pick the Pistons to be in the top 3 of the conversation because only 2 teams make the NBA Finals, and I think that's a valid point.
Right, but understand, you're in a garbage pail East.
And you're the 1 seed.
Right, you're the 1 seed. You get home court throughout. You have steadied the ship even without Cade. You've got depth. Now, again, okay, we might have to face a hard team or two. Wait a second there, hard guy. You were the ones getting all pissed if anybody said you weren't cruising your way to the final. So where are you at now? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't beef for 6 months, and then it's go time, and you sit there and you turtle. Don't do that. Have faith in your team. Where is it? You had it 2 months ago. You had it last week. You should have it right now. Cade's not dead. Cade has not been diagnosed with God forbid, a blood clot or something. He's out for the year. He's going to get a reevaluation in 1 more week. And we talked about this. You have to make a presumption he will be back for the first round and full strength for the second round. That's all you bake in. And I'm not mad at you for what you said. No. I'm saying all the hyenas who bitch and moan and call the show, now today, it's a distant 4th, the East. It's a minefield. Really?
Because I think reality is kicking in. Back in, December and January, man, the playoffs were a long way away and Pistons were riding high. Now
they're still riding high.
No, they're riding high, but now the playoffs are on the horizon, and now you start seeing things a little clearer.
Well, I'm seeing it pretty clear. They've got a very real shot to do it. Do I think they will? No. Do they have a way better shot to me than the Wings making the playoffs? Yeah.
Right, but then all of a sudden Tatum came back, and all of a sudden Harden came to the Cavs.
Harden, I'll give you. The Tatum stuff, look, does he look better than I imagine? Sure. Looks. The numbers, 40% from the field, 32% from deep. I can have any bum do that. His shooting has been bad. He looks athletic. He looks better. Shooting's not there. Hey, you know what?
They got Jaylen Brown, Mike.
I like JB. But JB in the playoffs is also different. Very up and down. Why, you don't like JB?
No, but when he's up,
I know.
He can win you a series himself.
He can. He can also lose you a series.
But see what you just said, he's up and down in the playoffs. The Pistons have to show me that they can go out there and win and get it done.
Okay. I'm surprised. I'm genuinely surprised.
And I hope that they do, but Trajan Langdon said the same thing. So this isn't just me being a hater.
No.
Trajan came out and said, hey, we haven't won anything yet. So.
All right, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's pause for a minute. I want to do a little football today just to make sure we cover our bases, get everybody involved. We'll continue the April and the D discussion okay. Oh, I hate my life.
And we got horse racing too.
I hate April and the D.
I'm taking $2 baths one day at a time.
Please. All right, listen. Do not hit the button. We have a nice weather day today, okay? Have you checked about your outdoor setup? Have you thought about upgrading your outdoor setup? Paulson's Audio Video, they're doing way more than just TVs and speakers. Paulson's designs incredible outdoor spaces, weatherproof TVs, amazing outdoor sound, lighting, you name it, they've got it. Stop into the showroom, let them show you what is possible. So like a day like today, maybe you're enjoying the game outside. Go see them. Paulson's, Farmington Hills. It's Paulson's Audio Video, your technology partner. I know it's opening day, but football does not sleep. We'll just have one little segment here just to touch the table. It's football today. Kenneth. Kenny Cott.
All right, boys. We got some NFL free agency CBS list here of landing spots of the remaining biggest names available.
I bet these are all going to be vets who don't feel like going to OTA.
I mean,
That's what this is.
I sense a common thread amongst these names
These are
as
all
well.
the old war daddies who do not feel like reporting.
I'll give you names. I'll give you the team they have them going to. You give me your opinions. And
Okay.
maybe other teams if you think they're a better fit elsewhere.
Yes, sir, Mr. Kenny Cott.
Joey Bosa, name number 1 on the list to Rico's privileged Niners.
Yes.
I'm gonna
the
say-
mom wants it.
Right. The mom wants it, but they came out in Phoenix and said, yeah, mom wants it, we don't have the money to sign Joey unless he knocks the money down and says, I'll play for cheap.
Well, then listen, do you want to play for a winning team? Do you want to play with your brother? That's what it comes down to.
Right.
Bottom line, he's already made his money.
And that's what they said. It was like, look, I know the mom has put stuff out there on social media, but we can't afford him right now because they're worried about Trent Williams.
To hell with him. I think he goes to the Niners because Rico's privileged and the power plant isn't real. Niners.
$9 million said it wasn't real.
Can you imagine being paid to do that study only to turn around and go, John, hey, I don't know to worry about. What? I paid $9 million?
Scientists get paid 3 times.
No.
Money.
They gave us $9 million. Okay, let's stretch this out for like 3 weeks. Okay, we're good. Okay,
Yeah, we're good.
all right.
So they just spent $9 million to tell everybody it's okay. Is
Correct.
What that was. Okay.
That's
I
great
just
work.
wanted to-
Well, yeah, because they didn't say who the scientist was. Like they didn't say we reached out to Cal Poly and they came out here.
No, they just said scientists.
They just put Paul Serra in a lab coat
right.
and then said,
It's
"Here
Paul
you
in a white coat with a lanyard.
right. Basically, they went and got Dr. Nick from The Simpsons. There
Ready?
you go.
Paul, say everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
$9 million.
We go over to
Hey,
David.
that's more than the Tigers got out of Alex Cobb.
That is
Also
true.
true.
Let's go over to David's team. Happy vacation, David. Aaron Rodgers
Yes.
to the Steelers. It's been maybe the most reported on thing all offseason.
It's
Where else is he gonna go?
there you go. Rico just ring
There
the
are
bell.
plenty. My only counter argument to that, though, is there are plenty of dumb teams that do dumb things.
No, not who
Okay.
hire his ex-coach, where Aaron had a say in that hire. He's going back to Pittsburgh for one more year.
No, because think about it. The Jets have already spun the wheel. So
Yikes.
where else you gonna go?
If the wheel comes up Geno Smith, do you quit the game?
No, because he's gonna start for me.
I know, and he's going to win you lunch. Leave it to the Jets, too. Leave it to the Jets. No, but to answer your question, Rico encapsulated. There's nowhere else to go. He's doing his darkness retreat. He's doing olive oil enemas. He's doing the ayahuasca. He's doing it all. Aaron will get in when he's ready to get in, but he's a Steeler.
Next one on the list, David Njoku. Any guesses, boys, before I tell you? Because that one could be deployable in many
I
situations.
really wanted him here. I thought he would have made an awesome compliment to Laporta. You're going to use a lot of 12 and 13 personnel. Obviously, that's not going to happen. I could make an offer to you. But hold on, Rico's got. I want to stand down.
No, I'm just trying to think. Like, where would David Njoku go?
How about Denver?
See, I was thinking, what about Chicago?
What, Loveland plus?
Yeah.
Well, Cole Kmet's on his way out. Okay, yeah, Kenny who?
It is Carolina. They have him as a weapon in Carolina.
They're really trying. They are really trying to be a real football team. I'll give them
Well, they
credit
better
for
really
that.
try not to pay Bryce Young because that will end their franchise. But yes, salute them. They are trying.
But you know what? They haven't done it yet. So you want this contract, Bryce?
They'll
Prove
take
it.
their time. They better take their time and sober up.
What about the Ravens to replace Isaiah Likely?
Yeah, that works too. In the division, little revenge play, get to see the former team twice. Yes.
Rico, this one I'd like your opinion first, if you do not mind. Debo. You're more familiar with Debo Samuel than everybody in this room combined.
Kroger.
Yeah.
Pasco.
He's done.
He's not quite the man that he was a few years ago. Kenny, I wouldn't be shocked if you told me he's headed down to Miami to retirement.
Why do you hurt Paul that way?
I'm sorry, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a shot right at Paul Serra.
I forgot he's a
That's your
Dolphins fan.
scientist for the power plant. Kenny.
We got him going back to Rico's
Really?
That's CBS. I mean, he's all yours again, buddy. You're welcome.
We're good.
What is he, Professor Emeritus? Oh, my God.
Well, they brought Greenlaw back, but he's still good.
He has 2 legs. Okay.
Titanium alloy. Next on the list is Jadeveon Clowney.
I
Detroit
stand down.
Lions.
This is Rico Beard's dream. He has talked to Davian Clowney for 4 years.
Detroit Lions.
I'm letting him have his moment.
Better say Detroit Lions.
I'm staying out of this.
Well, Rico, you should be actually happy because he's also on the Niner list.
Where are they getting all this money?
I don't know.
They paying out in food stamps?
They're taking it out of the scientist's pay.
Maybe the study was just them laundering $9 million.
You know what? That's it, Paul. All right, it was the official.
Paul, I've had enough.
Right. It was the official firm of Bosa, Debo, and Jadeveon. They did the study.
Here's another name that probably could go to a lot of different landing spots, so I don't think there's really a wrong answer, but
Okay.
Bobby Wagner.
Boy, God, he's old.
But can you
That's
get
the
one more
only
year?
issue. That's the only fly in the ointment there.
Can you
Buck.
squeeze one more year out of?
I
I'm
think you
just
can.
trying to think who needs that type of player in the middle of their defense, who doesn't have a young linebacker. Kenny, because this is live radio and I can't sit here pensively and think, I'm just going to ask you where.
Well,
Would it be
Paul has a
Green
guess
Bay?
here. Well,
What about the Bears?
So I was gonna
Losing
Win now?
Tremaine Edmonds
Yeah.
and you fill that with another old guy cheaper.
Cheaper, and it's only a 1-year deal. You're trying to win now. You
Okay.
got a rookie quarterback contract.
same age, less price. They have him going to the Dallas Cowboys.
That's a very Jerry move.
That's what I thought too. All right, next on the list is Steph Diggs. 32, 4 Pro Bowls, all-teamer.
The maternity ward. All he does is get people pregnant. I'm going to say nowhere. I truly wonder if this is it. Like, he was already given a second chance and now a third chance. And now you look at it and go, okay, do I really want this sideshow? He's not reliable. He disappears in games. You know there's going to be off-field drama. We're talking injury report. No. Every week you're checking the injury report and a pregnancy test.
But see, I think he should go to this place because there's no distractions. He could focus on football.
Siberia?
He's going to the Raiders.
Steph Diggs in Vegas, he'll have half the city pregnant.
See, I see what you did there is you put him in a place where it's considered a lot of risk for that.
A lot of risk.
I don't know why I accidental Trump there.
You know, Mike, when you were laying it out, that screamed 2 teams to me: the Raiders or the Jets.
The Raiders need somebody for Mendoza to throw the ball, or Cousins throw the ball to.
Poor Aaron Glenn.
And the Jets need someone opposite of the receiver for the Jets. Number
Garrett
5.
Wilson.
Garrett Wilson.
Well, according
Christina!
according to CBS, Minneapolis better pack themselves some condoms and pregnancy tests.
No.
He's
going
going to be a
back?
Viking.
No.
That's what CBS says.
I feel CBS is real easy button with this.
That's why I asked you guys for yours, is because I thought a lot of these were
I have an
very-
idea. Let's have him kill our young quarterback, and then we won't owe the cap hit.
And a last one on here is Von Miller.
The chicken farm. He owns one. That's where he's going.
So I'm going to say Von Miller. According to it, he's going to Denver.
He does. He owns a chicken farm.
And he'll go to Denver because they're just going easy button here.
They are not. You are wrong.
Wow.
Going back to the Rams.
No. He will be a Green Bay Packer. And he'll be another in-division
That's so
player
disgusting.
on this list.
That's so gross. Oh my God.
That's okay.
Like you could give me Von Miller for free and I would say no.
That's what I said.
I would say no.
I'm
Really?
surprised none of these players had nowhere.
I
listed
would
next to
support
the-
Brad Holmes. I would say no. No.
I'll take the live
No.
body.
No.
Okay.
No. If the standard can't be live body.
The standard is we got Hutch.
Okay.
If you're a rebuilding team, then maybe. But
Scientist Paul.
lab coat Paul Sarah.
I would.
$9 million.
I think I would take him on the Lions, honestly.
Oh my God.
Give you some juice opposite Hutch besides DJ Wonham, who's more of a run defender than a pass rusher.
There's Paul in the lab coat like Rick from Rick and Morty.
Mike takes back his $9 million from
That's it. No money. And the power plant's a problem. You're fired.
And that is in football today.
Hi, I'm Rico.
Hey, let's talk about the Chevy dealer that's been leading the way. It's Hamilton Chevrolet in Warren. Andrew, the sales staff, they want to be your Chevy dealer. It's time to hit the road in style, and Hamilton is your go-to destination for top-notch vehicles sleek savings, powerful cars that are ready to conquer the road, and Hamilton Chevy has them all for you guys. From the fuel-efficient compacts to the rugged SUVs, they've even got EVs. They've got the wheels that'll match your lifestyle, and with Hamilton, you know you're getting excellence. It's not just about selling cars. It's about delivering an unmatched driving experience. It's a commitment to quality and customer satisfaction, and that's the advantage that Hamilton has, and especially with that great inventory of 2026 Chevys. The selection is best right now. Guys, you know what I say. The best deals are found at 14 Mile and Mound. Go see my guys at Hamilton Chevrolet for details. Tell them Rico sent you. And you can see more at hamiltonchevy.com. Chevrolet together, let's drive.
Five o'clock. Good to have you guys. Happy opening day. Hope everybody had a hell of a good time. Weather, I don't remember an opening day with weather like this. Park looked good. Middle of the order looked good. Team looked good. That's it. That's all you can ask for. Just win. Nobody wants a sad beer. Everybody wants happy beer. So, look, we're having a conversation, a little bit more than just Tigers. And bottom line, you go whatever direction you want. We were doing this April in the D reset. Tigers to win the Central, Michigan to win the national championship, and the Pistons to go to the finals. What are you most confident in? But Rico has made a good point, too, and it does. It creeps up on us. It's also because this is an atrocious college basketball market. But Michigan's in the Final Four. They play tomorrow night, and either we're previewing the national title game or you're crying in your milk. There is nothing else if you're a Michigan fan. There is no care factor for the banner. There's no care factor for anything other than winning it all. There's nothing else.
They said there is no tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. This is in today's college basketball. It's why. Look, it's why Tom Izzo has to adapt or leave, because this is where it is. The Final Fours that we used to value, we don't value anymore. You're paying these guys. This is mercenary basketball. There is no, oh man, what a journey. No, to hell with the journey.
You're legally paying these guys. Some of these guys are getting paid. Kansas.
Gotcha. 248. No, I want to have that conversation because look, I have Michigan and Arizona versus everyone in the Rico Mikey bet. I don't know what's going to happen Saturday night. Clearly, they're the top two teams. Mm-hmm. I identified those two back in January, and it worked out that way. Okay, bully for me. The point is, look, I still believe Michigan's getting it done. I still believe they'll win, and obviously the winner Saturday night, I think it's a walkover Monday night. But I would love to hear from Michigan fans because sometimes people bristle, Rico, like because I'm the bleep hole New Yorker, and it's like, no, it's championship or bust. There is nothing else. They have to win this. Otherwise, the whole year was a waste.
I initially said championship or bust. When Kason went down, I said, if you can get to the title game, I would be okay with that. And this is a game where I think, as I said, Vegas has got it at a coin flip. This is the game where I think you would need an extra ball handler in LJ Kason because Arizona's going to apply pressure to Elliot Cadeau. I'm so glad he's back from the dead, by the way.
You really can't get enough of that story, can you?
It was hilarious. The video was hilarious, Mike. I don't know did you see it?
I saw it.
I
saw it.
What is it?
It looked a lot worse. And again, allergies are no joke.
No.
But I mean, they had him covered up like he had,
Aye.
passed on. And I'm like, oh dear. What are we doing here exactly?
But no, I mean, in this game tomorrow, late night, it's flipping a coin. Well, I can make a case for either side. That's why I couldn't say with confidence Michigan won because Arizona's, to me, they're the Spider-Man meme. They're just as good as each one. I can see close game, and I can see each team blowing out the other.
Here's the other thing. If you wanted like nerd out on game script and stuff like that, the thing I would say is if you're going to beat Michigan, you have got to take and make a great number of threes. Why? Because Michigan's not going to let you score in the lane. They're not going to let you score at the rim. Okay? And I haven't seen an offense that's more efficient and honestly prettier to watch than when Michigan's really cooking. The ball movement, they get just enough outside shooting where
the quiet 16-0 run. Where it just happens and you don't know how.
Where Rick Barnes doesn't even realize he's in the tournament. So I'm just making a point now. Arizona, I think you saw what the Achilles heel could be. They don't want to take a ton of threes. And in the first half against Purdue, they took 16 or 17 and they were terrible shooting the three. What happened in the second half, though? They got cooking. They hit enough threes. It opened things up. People start having to close out, and then you're gutting them at the rim. I still think Michigan, with the size, with the Twin Towers, with having arguably the best overall player in Yaxel, I stick with it. But I do wonder where their fans are at because I think what happens with fans, and I know I've been in this spot before as a State fan, like you go back to 2009, you start bargaining phase. You bargain is, we knew if State made that final, as unbelievable a run as it was and as cool as it was in Detroit, we had absolutely no shot of beating North Carolina.
State had to play their A+ game, and Carolina had to play a D game.
Yes.
That's where it was. Like, they would have to come out there and just go 0 for 10 on their first shot.
They would have to show up like Kenny, 3 a.m. playing MLB The Show.
Right.
Completely discombobulated.
And Travis Walton.
But my point is, we started bargaining.
Yeah.
Well, it was a great journey, old Rico. Hey, Mikey, it was memories for a lifetime. Because we knew they have 5 pros, we don't. This is different because that team's not there.
No.
So I can't bargain it away.
No, I look at Bradley, the defender, going up against Cadeau. The one thing, Mike, when Michigan struggles, Ellie Cadeau turns the ball over a lot. Now, if they speed him up, that's back when I was saying, hey, I thought Kason should have been the point guard because he was actually handling the ball better for them. He's out. That's where I think is going to be the key to this game. If they can, if Cadeau is 5 turnovers or less, I think Michigan wins this thing. But if they get him up to close to double digits, that's going to be problematic. Because even though you don't shoot the 3, you're getting fast break points, and that could be enough to be the difference in this game.
248-539-9797. Would love to hear from Michigan fans on it. We also, wanted to have some fun regarding opening day, Tiger confidence, but also, we're going to have a conversation in a few minutes. I love ABS. ABS is arguably the greatest invention to come to sports since, I don't know, the night game. It's amazing. It's been implemented by baseball flawlessly, and even today you saw it. Challenge, review, done, all in seemingly 20 seconds. It's perfection.
The fact that, people can just sit there, hold their breath, and not pass out. Okay, we're going to get an answer in about 5 to 10 seconds. Cheer, yay, or boo. But it's not, okay, we got enough time to go and get something to eat because it's going to be a while. Oh, look, there's the ump looking at his cell phone trying to figure it out.
And we'll get into it later, of course, but it just makes you wonder how this can't be implemented in other sports in the effective manner that it has been in baseball.
Well, and you know the key to it, too? I think the NBA is a complete joke. I think, forget about college and pro football. These reviews are awful. Now, the NFL made a very slight change that I think's had a major impact, the expedited review. Mm-hmm. We don't stop the game. We simply cattle prod the official in their earlobe and tell them, you've effed up, fix this, and away we go.
Okay, but for the NFL, can we at least say, guys, it's okay, turn around, look
at the
up.
Jumbotron?
Look at the Jumbotron.
What, you don't want to be on the iPhone 6?
Right, it's like...
Looking at the little microwave screen like that.
Right, we have all of this next-gen technology, but when it comes to the most important call of the game, you're pulling out your BlackBerry phone. Well, I don't know.
Dude, there are stadiums with screens that wrap around the entire stadium.
Right. You go to L.A., and Dallas has, like a 70-yard Jumbotron.
Also true.
Look up.
248-539-9797. Let me go to D. Basketball royalties in the mix. D, what's good, buddy? How you doing?
D.
Uh-oh. I'll put D on hold because I can't hear him. Now we're going to try it. D, take 2.
Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. What's good, man?
All right, fella, man. What's good, man? Happy Easter to y'all.
Hey, man, you too.
Appreciate it. It's going to be real simple to me. I think upperclassmen lately wins the tournament. Okay. When I look at Yaxel, I think he's the best player in the entire tournament. Okay. Now, freshmen lead all the other teams. You see what happened with the guy from Alabama. He lit us up for 35. Mm-hmm. Freshman hit the game-winning shot the other night when Duke got beat. I don't think a freshman, not even 3 freshmen, are going to beat us on tomorrow because of Yaxel. And anything else we get from anyone else, any other contributions from Gale, Johnson's been playing terrible. If he comes to play, and then if they allow Mara to stay in the game and not get in early foul trouble, with Yaxel playing the way that he's playing, man, I think we got too much for him. Well, I really do.
D, I do agree. Yaxel is the best player in the game, which gives you the advantage when it's so close like that. Who has the best player? D, let me just ask you a hypothetical question. I don't mean to put the cart before the horse.
Oh, this is good. Oh, I like
Let's
horses.
Go. No.
Let's go. I love
Michigan. How would you feel if you had to go up against former Wolverine and Terrace Reed?
Bring it on.
Johnson would have to take that personal. Okay, because Terrace, he's already said, I heard him in some interviews, he kind of put Michigan down. Like our school wasn't what he needed. And that's cool, but he's come out in public and said it. I think we go after Terrace. Matter of fact, we win tomorrow. I want UConn.
Okay.
I want UConn because I want Terrace. You know, you made that switch. You couldn't stick around for another season. That's cool. Let's bring it on. Let's go toe to toe.
Well,
he's got a lot better.
He's
got a lot better. I ain't gonna lie. He has.
He said Dusty didn't want him. So, you know what? He had to go somewhere else. Michigan wouldn't.
That's cool. That's cool. Hey, I ain't mad at you now. But what I love is I like when you've got a leader like Yaxel, unlike LeBron, when you got a guy like Yaxel who talks the talk and then walks the walk, and everybody is following after him. Hey, man, that's the recipe for a champion.
Do you know what I like? And it's something you said, and Rico and I have joked about it both on and off the air. It's this idea of now with NIL and the portal and the way it's worked, you can go out and hire grown dudes. I mean, Yaxel's 23, 24 years old. You're on the floor, and let's say it's national championship night. Mullins is 18, 19 years old for UConn. That's a man versus a kid.
Mike, how about this? You have kids. Man. You got kids who graduate early and maybe 17.
Yes.
So
yes. No, and again, nothing wrong because obviously the insecurities of Michigan's fan base. I like what you're doing. I wish Tom Izzo would do it. Like Graham EK for Gonzaga. He's older than
more years yet?
He's older than Danny Glover when he was in Lethal Weapon.
Any more eligibility for him?
I can't be. It's not possible. Graham EK's been around since like 2018.
COVID.
He's 32.
COVID.
Father of 3.
COVID.
Wants to come back to school for another year. 248-539-9797. Northville Lumber, the largest Trex decking outlet in the country. And Northville, it's Michigan's Trex Superstore. They stock all colors of Trex decking, railing, lighting. They have it all the time. Absolute lowest prices. So whether you're a builder, do-it-yourselfer, you count on Northville. They're going to have everything you need when you need it. So plan it, build it, buy it. You know where to go. It's Northville Lumber. Check the showroom, take home some samples. Go to northvillelumber.com. That's northvillelumber.com. All right, Kenny. Got Michigan in the mix. Tigers opening day. Obviously, I'm thrilled the Wings didn't screw me over, so I won our bet, and they live another day because Ottawa came back and beat Buffalo. I will say this: they got to stop with this out of town scoreboard stuff on the hockey games. What is it where when the out of town scoreboard is in your favor, I got to look at Frankie Reefer or whatever his name is every 10 minutes, but then the minute Ottawa took the lead, nobody could find this cat, and they never updated the out of town scoreboard. Guys, if it's good or bad, it don't matter. It's news. Update the people.
Two things about that, Mike, is
The Wings were winning, so you didn't need to update them.
the two things that I have on that is the Logan Reaver, whatever his name is. I'm thoroughly convinced he's not a real person and that he's AI because he seems to be an AI individual.
He's a hologram.
Right.
He's the Prince hologram.
And second of all, is this not what they did last year and the year before for Tigers when they were doing the batting order at the beginning of the game and they showed, here's what their stats are at night games on a Tuesday.
Yeah, we don't need something super curated. I'm just saying, like, yes, we understand the out-of-town scoreboard was helping, but like when Ottawa takes the lead, tell the people. It's okay. Have the same energy. And the team was playing a much better game last night. Now, I'm not telling you they didn't get some puck luck, but they played a more physical game. They played a faster game. They didn't come out comatose in the first period. Yeah, I was a little scared when Luke Glendening, shout out still in hockey. I'm going, oh my God, Glendening on a breakaway. This is happening. That's okay. John Gibson was really good.
Kane, I don't know how that went in.
What?
His goal, like he almost shot it sideways.
Went off a stick.
Right, I'm just saying, but it was just like, wow,
Puck luck.
that
Puck
went
luck.
in.
But look, I'm happy they won because that Ottawa win, and if you didn't win, that would have been a crippler.
You know what's funny about the Glendening thing that you just brought up?
What?
Is my wife has been sitting next to me watching me watch all these games and, the ups and downs.
This poor woman.
And then when Glendening got that puck and broke into the zone, we both at the same time, her sitting next to me and me, we both said, here we go, at the exact same moment. That's not what we said. So we both said, here we go. Exact same time. We got text communications on a number of different things.
Yes.
Michigan will win tomorrow by 8+ due to their three-point shooting and lack of that for Zona. Yes, Mike, as a U of M fan, I would be bitterly disappointed if the Wolverines did not win the crown. However, 35 wins, Big Ten championship, and Final Four appearance is not meaningless to me.
And guess what? Totally subjective. Rico likes Prince. I think he's crap. It's subjective. I'm not telling you what to feel. All I'm saying is don't get mad when I tell you I don't feel that way no more. The way college sports has changed, it's now complete pro mentality. If you're not first, you suck. For me. I hope you have a great time.
Right, that's for you.
I hope you have a great time.
That's for you.
I hope you have a great time.
U of M will fight like hell, but has to hit their free throws. That's my biggest concern.
Yeah, every now and then they can't make threes or it's just like, guys, they just miss every free throw. One-on-one, brick. Like, you got a chance to put the game away and you just let the opponent hang around. This ain't the type of opponent you want to let hang around.
No, and both these teams are capable of going on some fierce, like violent runs. Quick. I like what you said. Would you call it the quiet 18-0 run?
Yeah, it's just the quiet 16-0 run, and you don't even it's a three-pointer followed by a block shot by Mara, fired by, Yaxel getting an and one, and before, like, wait a minute, wasn't the score just 15 all?
And 33-18.
How is it 32-15? What happened? Rick Barnes. I don't know. I called 2 timeouts.
Barnes didn't know he was there. I'm convinced Barnes thought he was on vacation.
Barnes was looking for the reset button like it was a video game.
It wouldn't have made a difference, but dude, you got to call a TO here.
He did. He called 2.
Call 3. Quit, leave, anything. Kenny, go ahead, buddy.
I love the April in the D vibes, but can we pump the brakes for a second? I'm at full believe it when I see it mode with all of the teams in this town.
And that's fine, but we're just having a little fun.
Right. It's,
gee whiz.
You got to have some. I mean, everybody just won. So you don't get to say that often. So, yeah, and even the Wings cooperated.
But how surprising would it be, and this is me as my Red Wings pessimism, I don't know puck, but how surprising would it be to you if they lose the next, 2 out of 3?
I wouldn't be.
I wouldn't be surprised, but you know what? you're there right now. So we'll just focus on today.
Oh, I'm having a good time right now until
let's
I'm
focus
not.
on today, Kenny. Tomorrow,
Until tomorrow.
right? We'll let tomorrow handle
I'll wait
itself.
for tomorrow. Okay. Please don't ever play that April in the D song ever again.
April.
This song?
Yes, that song.
Oh, that song? You don't want to hear that one again?
It's so bad.
Somebody wants to know, how was lunch for you today, Mike?
Delightful. It was. I'm just glad that me, right? Oh, Mike is negative and mean. How I was the bastion of positivity yesterday makes no sense. But I stood firm, and away we go.
I hope you enjoyed it. I came there, and there was the bill on my desk. Like, here you go.
Whoa. That was Evan Jenkins. Evan decided to be a smartass and print out like a Publishers Clearinghouse invoice for you. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Rico, if you ever take crap from us talking about you keeping receipts, he literally printed an actual receipt.
I was like, this is an awful big receipt. Like, I mean, he blew it up.
Oh, yeah,
It wasn't just a regular receipt. What is this?
Pre-show, he was like, Kenny, screen grab that and send that to me so I can print it off. And I was like, okay, whatever you need, buddy. I didn't
Remarkable.
realize he was going to do it like that.
I thought it was like scrap paper. Like, oh, somebody must have just dropped this on the floor and thought it was mine. Then when you were like, yeah, I was like, oh, that's what that was.
And this one leading into our ABS conversation.
Yes.
The NBA reviews are a joke, totally ruined the flow of
They're
the
terrible.
game.
They're absolutely terrible.
Well, because they have to meet on one side of the court, watch the screen, and then one representative walks over to the other side of the court and says something to the announcers and then uses the whole microphone. Well, after this, we've decided that it's this. Then they got to go back, figure out how much time is left on the clock.
The one that kills me, why are we reviewing basketball plays as flagrants? It's got to stop.
Which of the
gotta
sports?
You're
stop.
right. No, but real quick, because I said it before, anything in slow-mo looks horrible.
Correct. But you know what I know. It should be a high threshold for something to be a flagrant in basketball. Right. We don't need to review everything in the name of flagrant. If you called the foul, it's a foul. Right. If you have to look at something to determine if it's flagrant, it's not flagrant.
Right.
Flagrant's like, oh,
he
you're
punched
like,
him. There it is. But
flagrant.
it's like, well, if you slow it down, you can see that his elbow
Right.
nicked him right there. It's like,
Can't do it.
or that's just an old school basketball move.
There you go. Sorry.
Which do you suppose of the major four sports have the most intrusive review process?
NFL.
I agree.
College. Well, that's the other one. Stop reviewing targeting. In fact, stop calling it. You can call a personal foul.
Well,
stop calling target. No one knows what targeting is anymore.
at least with the NFL, I think they're going to be able to overturn the whole, well, it's targeting. No, it wasn't. Trust us on this.
Stop calling it.
Going.
It's not real. It's the tooth fairy. Because
no, the way they wrote the rules, right? That you're right. Targeting is one of those things. You know it when you see it.
But I don't.
Right. And if somebody just launched themselves and hit you in the head, that's targeting.
Dude, I still don't know what a catch is, so we're way behind here.
Kenny wins. Just wanted to say Kenny wins.
No, because you're right. Every touchdown, you have to wait.
You're like, hold.
Okay, yeah.
There's two things you got to do. You got to wait to see if there's a flag, and then you got to wait. Okay, did he catch the ball? Did the ball move any? Did he get both feet in? Did he do the cha-cha?
You can't even celebrate the thrill of your team scoring because you have to wait 90 seconds in order to be told it's okay to celebrate.
Forget scoring, even a big play. If there's like a 40, 50-yard completion and you're watching, is there any laundry? Laundry? Anybody? Are we good?
It's the laundry, but then it's like, okay, did he catch the ball? Was the elbow in? Did he do? It's like, or was this a great catch? I'm with you.
Don't make me sing the. We did a duet earlier in the week.
Oh,
but
those
yeah,
were the days.
Those were the days where you could just celebrate a big catch. Forget it now. All right, the ABS. You saw it a little bit in today's Tiger opening day. We've got some stats, and one person is going to be driven to either madness or retirement before the All-Star break. I'll tell you who. 97.1. So before we wrap up the week, Tigers opening day, great win, 4-0, beautiful weather, full park, middle of the order was excellent. And Framber Valdez did what you paid him to do. Pitch really well. And it's not always going to be sexy, but he's going to pitch 200 innings. He's one of the handful of guys that'll still do that. But ABS is God's gift to sports fans because this review system in baseball is awesome. Now, what's not awesome, and Kenny has a bit of a presentation, what's not awesome is how much it's exposing umps and certain umps way more than that. Now, I'll get to that in a second. But I'll give you an example. The other night, the Yankees went 5 for 5 on challenges. I mean, that's 5 pitches that were just dead set wrong that were fixed by this. And the total review time was less than a minute and a half in total for 5 calls. And when you look at it, you start to go, my God, and how much of an impact do these umps have on the game where I had to fix 5-year mistakes? Think about a coach in hockey making 5 challenges, or basketball, or certainly imagine a coach with 5 challenges. Dan Campbell, 5 challenges in a football game. You'd be like, what? This crew's on drugs. Now, I understand. Umps have a job that is different. But what it's showing you is, A, these hitters have a ridiculous eye. Ridiculous. Because they'll show you the replay. Rico, it's less than a pepperoni, and they're like, they're right. But Kenny has stats.
Yeah, because it was I was listening this morning when AJ was on with the morning show, and he said rather than get emotional, he just told his guys, learn the strike zone. Know that.
Yeah.
And if you feel that way, go ahead and tap your helmet, because I'm not going to say you can't. If it's the first pitch, go ahead. But just don't do it out of emotion. Do it because you know the strike zone and you know you're right.
But I love the implementation of it. I love how fast these reviews are getting done. And I love the fact, look, and I don't want to go all like Moneyball on this, but the difference between a count being 2-1 and 1-2 is seismic for potential outcomes. I mean, batting averages drop by 100 points, etc. Getting those calls right has a major impact. And the fact that it doesn't disrupt the game, it's quick. But I want Kenny to give you these stats. And there's one umpire, I'm telling you, and you know the name I'm going to give you. I hate this guy. He's either going to be driven to insanity, which we don't want, or he will leave the game to spend more time with family in heavy quotations.
A medical, or, I'm going to need to work on my mental health type of thing.
Yeah. He ain't going to be here much longer. Kenny, go ahead with the stats.
So I'm looking at this list. ESPN put this out. They basically have all of the batters that have challenged, all of the umpires that have been challenged. I'm looking at the list of the umpires that have been challenged
Yes.
on this list, and there may be more. I'm not sure. It's not letting me scroll. But there's at least 63 umpires on this list that have called balls and strikes this season so far. And I would wager about 70 to 80% of those umpires have a wrong rate on the ABS challenge, an incorrect call rate of over 50%. Meaning that over half, if this list is complete, over half of the league's umpires are at least 50% or worse
When challenged
of calling balls and strikes. And to clarify that too, think about early on in the games when you're like, man, they didn't want to burn a challenge there, but they could have. And they don't. Like, batters will they'll say, you know what? I'm not going to challenge. Our pitchers will be like, it's a long game. I don't want to burn it right now. We can save it for a clutch time if need be.
Right.
That's not happening. Now, do you want me to spoil your guy? Because your guy is one of my favorite.
Yeah, it's CB Buckner.
Right.
Let me just say this. Yeah. CB Buckner is an operative sent to destroy managers and hitters and pitchers. He's there to destroy everybody.
He had a day. I don't know if it was opening day or shortly thereafter, but it was just like, okay, he made the call. I was like, okay, you're challenging that? Okay, you're going to challenge that?
Take a listen to this.
So if I'm reading these numbers right, and I'm pretty sure that I am, I know reading isn't my strong suit, Michael, but I can do numbers.
I didn't say it.
I was getting ahead of it. So it looks like he appears to be in the top 5 of the amount of balls and strikes called.
Yes.
So that means whatever his mistake rate on ABS challenges, you probably have to multiply that in real time because he's called a whole bunch more balls and strikes than other umpires have. He has been challenged 9 times. We can go around the room with this if you like.
Yeah.
Who do you how many of those 9 challenges
9
has he gotten wrong?
9.
Well, I'm going to have to use the Jenkins
Oh, yeah,
rule.
you already know this
Yes.
one.
9.
Paul, what do you think?
I'm going to say 8 out of 9 just to be safe.
You're both right there at 7, but it's still a
I don't care.
disgraceful
I actually
rate.
got it correct when
He's
he told me.
awful. He's awful.
He celebrates when he gets it right. Yes!
He's going to be driven out of the game because it's going to be a nightly occurrence where he's going to be exposed, and I don't know how he continues.
Because if you look and you see he's the umpire or he's, at a base, you automatically know. You tell your players. If you feel it in the gut, go ahead and challenge because odds are you're going to be right.
It's CB.
There's an umpire by the name of Andy Fletcher who has had 12 ABS challenges, and 10 of them have been overturned.
Oh, boy. Now, look, I know some people are going to say, wait, I don't want to. If a team's 5 for 5 or 6 for 6, the bottom line is get the call right.
Yeah.
And they've implemented it in a very streamlined, and it's not debatable. I'm ready for robots. So you're talking to the wrong person.
Right, it's pretty much AI. Was that a strike? Yes. All right.
I'm ready for robots. But
How
if
many do you think on this list have a 100% overturn rate? Because it's more than one.
Well, if it's not CB, I don't know. Who's winning the Cowboy Joe West Award?
3?
Right now it's Chad Whitson who I just said, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people who have had all of their 100% of their calls. I'll do the math during the break, and I'll tell you exactly how many out of how many that equates to. But that just tells you how broken the sport of baseball is.
Well,
I got to wonder
how broken it was. The ABS is great.
No,
Look,
but it makes me wonder, like the umpire's contract and when that comes up, because if it falls during this whole potential strike,
then we bring in the robots
because they're going to be like, "You're showing us up. We don't like this."
And guess what?
So
I bring in the humanoids.
If their collective bargaining is up soon, like in next year, they're going to be like, "You're embarrassing us,"
and they'll have no leverage. I'm bringing in the humanoids. We're bringing in the robots. They'll have no leverage, Rico. My dream's coming true. They're gone. It's over.
Because Kenny asked, he was like, "So what do they exactly do?" I'm like, right now, they're really just there to break up fights and so that the players don't hurt each other.
There's a combined 19 out of 19 100% calls that have been overturned out of the 100% crew.
Okay, is there anybody that's like gotten them all correct?
Yeah, I think the Yankees are 11 out of 12.
There are 4 umpires total who have gotten a 100% correct rate.
Right.
When challenged.
Whatever they said was actually what it was. And they're like, yeah.
Which is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pitches that they got right. So good on you, I guess.
Giving a couple of texts, but ABS is fabulous. If you haven't had a chance to watch baseball yet, or you haven't gotten the Tiger games yet, you'll see it. The way they've implemented it, no sport has been on a better heater as far as rules the last few years than baseball. The pitch clock, some of the stealing rules with throwovers, the extra innings with the man on second, and yes, ABS. Baseball's been on a heater, unlike the NFL, which just overcomplicates everything. Kenny.
Was originally anti-ABS, but after seeing it implemented, very fast, very effective, love the system.
Me too.
That's basically all the text, man.
Okay, good talk.
Everybody loves this.
Let me go to the ticket text. ABS rocks.
Yes.
Okay, we're good.
ABS cheerleaders on the text.
All right, let's.
Maybe the phone lines don't work. I'm kidding.
No, that was the other day.
Mike, I joke.
We still had fun.
I joke. I love it. I love ABS.
Okay, good.
Maybe the best thing ever.
Possibly the greatest. All right, listen. Winter's done? ? But seriously, your outdoor setup, it's going to be time. And Paulson's, we've talked about them for years. Paulson's Audio Video. They're doing way more than just TVs and speakers. Paulson's designs incredible outdoor spaces, weatherproof TVs, amazing outdoor sound, lighting that transforms your yard, automated shades, you name it, they do it. So stop by, let them show you what is possible, because it's pretty amazing if you stop into that showroom. It's Paulson's in Farmington Hills. It's Paulson's Audio Video, your technology partner. God save us. All right. Rieger is everywhere today. Our intrepid reporting from the park. Now
Paparazzi.
here. Yeah, I mean, he was just everywhere. He was.
What are you talking about?
What's that dude's name from TMZ? Is it Harvey Levin?
Oh, yeah.
That's you.
Yeah.
You were everywhere.
Yeah, I sent you guys some stuff.
You were everywhere.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's a big day at the ballpark, fun day at the ballpark. They have some new improvements. Like, for instance, when somebody hits a home run, they have fireballs that come out of the back outfield. You know how it used to be like a waterfall? It's now shots of fire that comes out.
So like the old Pistons introduction where they...
But it's exactly what it's like. Yeah.
Super. All right, so what's... Yeah, no, look, I just care about the result. I don't care about any of that stuff. They played well. Valdez pitched well. Middle of the order hit.
Yes.
But I want to ask
Weather
you,
was unbelievable.
I know, and it's, of course, tomorrow. It's going to be a hellscape.
Yeah,
right?
you do realize it's going to
What?
be a double dip on Sunday. There's no way they're playing tomorrow.
Okay, but then what, Sunday night? Okay.
You would have to do a double
Yeah,
dip
because they
on
play
it.
Sunday night with JV's
Yeah.
return. So,
I would assume they would just bust it out.
yeah, because
right?
Monday's not available. They played the
Correct.
Twins.
They got to go to Minnesota.
By the way, shout out Minnesota. Power outage at their park delayed the game today.
Are you talking about their offense or legitimate power?
No, I'm
outage?
talking
Oh,
about
okay.
Target Field
okay.
simply didn't work.
Oh, wow. All right.
But they got the game underway. I want to ask you a question. We played April in the D confidence meter. I'm going to give you 4 things.
All right.
I want you to rank them in order of confidence that it will happen.
Okay, go ahead.
Tigers to win the Central.
All right.
Michigan to win the Natty.
Yep.
Pistons to make the finals. Wings to make the playoffs.
All right, so Michigan to win the Natty, 1.
Okay.
Number 2, I would say Tigers to win the Central.
Okay.
Number 3, I go Wings to make the playoffs. And number 4, I go Pistons to make the Eastern Conference
I'm
Finals.
in disbelief at what's happened today.
No, I mean, like, I need to see it, but they've been amazing. But the playoffs are a different game, and I do wonder if Trajan did enough at the deadline.
Well,
and are you going to take down Boston? Are you going to take down Cleveland? So
what happened was
that's my rankings.
the 3 of us, along with me, you, and Kenny, all put the Pistons at 4.
It's
And
stunning.
that's why he's just like, oh my goodness.
You guys agree with me, is what you're saying.
They all agree with you.
No. As far as the Pistons at 4,
Gotcha.
I'm in disbelief.
Well, what's number 1 for everyone?
we had Kenny and I had the Tigers because the division that you're in,
That's fair.
and it's no slight to me. Like Michigan, it's a one and done type of situation. For the Tigers, man, you're just in a bad division, and you actually improved yourself in the off season.
Rieger, I'm going to say this to you once and one time only.
Yes, sir.
Go Blue.
Wow.
That's my number
Well,
one.
I
It's
was
been my
actually-
number one since January.
I was going to talk about this.
Sticking to it.
Okay, you are a Spartan fan, but you consider the sport pseudo dead. Rico
Correct.
is a Spartan fan, and he will be in his Lauren Woods jersey.
Oh my God, good pull.
Yes, on
Wow.
Saturday night, staying
Actually, I
up
was
late,
going Mike-
rooting his
I was
ass
going
off
Mike
for
Bibby.
Arizona.
Go Mike Bibby.
I have a question for both you guys.
Sure.
Ironic. The funny thing is,
Miles Simon, Lute Olson.
I hate Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to hate him on Saturday.
Really?
I've always
How
hated
are they?
Arizona.
They're not very hateable,
Why?
I feel.
I've just never liked them. They just always seem like the West Coast Duke, privileged team.
Fascinating. I never knew this about you.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they have, like, literally no success. The last
Rico
Final
still
Four was
harboring
97.
ill will from the 0-1 Final
Richard
Four.
Jefferson.
Is it?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, and then that clown Richard Jefferson tried to challenge me on Twitter one day. I'm like, dude, I'm a grown man. I ain't doing this.
Where are we going here?
whoa,
I want to hear more about this.
whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay. The guy from ESPN?
Carry on.
Okay, sorry.
Carry on. Oh, my.
I need to know from you Spartan fans, and you guys are 2 different Spartan type of fans.
Yeah.
Is it mandatory for your fan base to stay up late on Saturday and root their ass off against Michigan?
No.
Is hate watching mandatory in this rivalry? I would say yes.
Can I tell you something, Rieger? I know you like to think that everybody is like you.
No.
Everybody's
All
not like
Sparties
you.
are going to be hate watching. Oh, please.
Everybody's
every
not like
Spartan in
you.
my life is going to be hate watching.
Rieger, how many Spartans you have in your life?
Many. Too many.
As in,
I
what?
don't know, I got you. I got Mike.
You're proving my point.
I got a buddy that went to Michigan State. I'm up to 3.
Did you just go full? I have a black friend,
He really
Yeah,
did.
that's the equivalent of that's in Rieger's world,
That's the
yes.
same, yeah. So, yeah. I'm just curious because I do think there's something to
I mean, I'm going to
for-
watch the game,
Right.
but for the entertainment value, both games are a 1.5 spread. That's telling me I should see 2 really good basketball games.
You're going to be
that night.
rooting your ass off for Arizona.
No.
Oh, please.
Well,
Maybe not you.
first
I might
of all,
believe you.
Rieger, the second you cut down the nets in Chicago, I don't care anymore. You go claim the prize now.
I have Michigan and Arizona, and I gave him the other 350 games in America. So I'm kind of good Saturday night. But my question was this, because I know what happens, and I've been in this spot, so is Rico. When you make the Final Four, you start kind of do the bargaining thing where it's like, well, it's been a great season, and if we don't get – there's none of that anymore in this sport. It's pro sports. If Michigan doesn't win, this was all for nothing.
I agree. It's heartbreaking because, hell, maybe Dusty leaves for crying out loud.
He's not leaving.
Tommy Lloyd decides to stay in Arizona. No, my point is, though.
I think he signed today.
He did.
He did, 5 years.
Yeah.
So if you don't win it all, and you're a team like Michigan that has one natty in their existence.
Right. What was the point?
Well, I agree with you. Opportunities like this don't come along very often.
But see,
there is no failure.
No, but see, I think that you two are jaded because I think most fan bases aren't that way where it's just like, it's now pros and we're a bunch of losers. No, I think that most fan bases will be angry. They'll be upset, but it won't be like, well, we didn't win it all, so this season was a waste.
No, I'm going to remember this year.
You'll remember that you won the Big Ten.
No, I'll remember 28 double-digit victories. I'll remember 35 victories. But more than anything, I'll remember not winning it all.
There you go.
That's what I would do.
Look, it's not my fault they changed the rules. I just changed with it. There'd be no world where I would make the Super Bowl and lose and feel good. Why would I feel good about a Final Four now?
No,
this is pro sports.
No, but see, the Super Bowl is the worst.
See, I would say, no,
it's awful.
Never experienced that.
I will say this. I think, Mike, you're right. For about 15 teams, it seems like a failure.
Mm-hmm.
But for the other teams, if they make it there, like, well, we probably never would have ever thought we'd have made it this far.
I think for Illinois that works, but it doesn't for UConn.
No, and that's it. There's probably
maybe it works for Arizona. Let's be real; they haven't made a Final Four since
97.
But they haven't made the Final Four. I don't think in
since 2001.
Right, they haven't won it since '97. But my point is, for Michigan, they've been so dominant. This is their moment. It's their time.
And I'm saying about 15 teams can have that attitude and that fan base. If we don't win, it didn't matter. But for some...
Well, I think Michigan's one of those teams this year. But
let's just say had Arkansas made it, man, they'd be like, man, we made the Final Four.
I do have a question for both of you before you go and start your gorgeous weekend.
Of rain.
Is it absolutely insanity to start John Gibson in back-to-back games? Have we not learned anything? Why don't you start Cam Talbot against the Rangers?
Because he's a hot goalie.
This has been bugging me all day long.
He's a hot goalie.
Give me against the Rangers.
I don't think there's no gimmies. Signed Ottawa getting dump truck by Florida. Look, bottom line, if you play Talbot, you can have a quick hook. I don't hate the idea, but please stop using the word gimme. You're not good enough to have any gimmies.
Tomorrow better be a gimme.
Okay, then. Rieger's next, 97.1.
All right, it's tournament time, and